Algebra 2, 10.5c, we're going to be finding equations of parabolas from given data, from characteristics. If you haven't seen any of the previous videos for Chapter 10 and you become lost or confused, at least see 10.5a and b, the two before this one. It'll help you, okay? If not all of the Chapter 10 ones. So we talked about this theorem in the last video. If a parabola is translated so that its vertex, hk, and its axis, line of symmetry, is parallel to the y-axis, it has this equation, and the focus is going to be whatever the h value is, and then k plus p, that p value, see? And the directrix will be y equals k minus p, all right? So that's if it's going vertically like that. If the parabola is translated so that its vertex is hk and its axis line of symmetry is parallel to the x-axis, so now we got the x-axis, and its line of symmetry is parallel to the x-axis, our equation is going to change. See, inside the parentheses we had x minus h, now we got y minus k. See? They swap places. And the focus is h plus p, and then our k, where over here it was h and then k plus p. See how it swapped? The p is now added on this side instead of on the y value. And then the directrix is going to be x equals h minus p. Up here it was y equals k minus p. See? So we can find the equation of a parabola if we're given certain characteristics, if we're given certain data. If the focus is at x for 3 and 9 for y, and the directrix is y equals -1, now since the directrix is a horizontal line, it equals -1. Below the focus, we know our focus is up here at 3, 9. We know our parabola is going to open upward, okay? So it's going to follow this set of equations. Right here, this equation. Our line of symmetry is x equals 3. We can see x is 3, see? And the vertex is midpoint between 3 and -1 and the point 3, 9. So our vertex is right here in between this point and this point. It's right in the center. It's the midpoint. And the focus is 5 units in the positive direction from the vertex. Okay, so it's going up in the positive direction. So P equals 5. Substituting it into this equation right here, we get the square of x minus h equals 4p times y minus k. We put in our 3 for our h, we put in our 5 for our p, we put in our 4 for our k. We can multiply these two together and get a 20, and that's our equation. Going to be graphed like this. See? We've got our vertex at 3 for x and 4 for y. We've got our focus. We know where y equals -1 and x equals 3. Let's try this again, okay? We can find the equation of a parabola with focus 3, 9 and vertex 5, 9. Since the focus is to the left, we plot those 2 points, the focus is to the left of the vertex. So our parabola is going to open to the left. And the line of symmetry is y equals 9. We've got a 9 here. So we can draw our y equals 9. And the focus is 2 units towards the negative direction from the vertex. So it's 2 units, 1, 2, heading to the left. So that means P is a -2. And the directrix is 2 units in the positive direction from the vertex. So we're going to add 2 to this 5, and we're going to get a 7 for x equals 7. Now, if we substitute this into the bottom part of our theorem down here, here it is here, here's that equation in the bottom part of our theorem. We put in our 9 for the k, our -2 for the p, and our 5 for the h. We get, this is a -8, so we get the square of y minus 9 equals -8 times x minus 5, okay? Now, just remember that hk represents the vertex for a standard parabola, okay? And remember the vertex is always the midpoint between the focus and directrix. So this orange line would be the directrix, okay? So the focus is up here, and the vertex is the midpoint. See that? And the parabola always curves away from the directrix. So you know what direction it's going in. And the focus helps us too, right? The focus is over here. Here's the vertex. So we know this is going to be opening to the left. See? Plus it opens away from this x equals 7, doesn't it? All right. Our next video is 10.6a, and we're going to recognize equations of conics, of circles, ellipses, hyperbolas, parabolas. I'm going to add this to the Algebra II playlist, and there's going to be a link to those previous 18 videos that we've done so far for Chapter 10. All right? So I hope this was okay, and I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you next video. Bye.